shapes.
And in the day, who doesn't want a little Bo Diddley in them?
Everyone.
Little Bo Diddley. Anyway, we're just listening to Bo
Diddley.
Diddley.
Bo Diddley.
It's like Little Bo could be his name. Neck shapes, and neck shapes.
I like them all. I want them all.
What's the most
Everyone.
comfortable one?
Super chunky. 51U.
So before Jonathan goes off on his strange rant of what he likes, well, I'm going to break the science down on this. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
no, we don't do that.
There's no science here.
No, but this is completely subjective, sort of. But what has become the most popular neck carve for a reason? And we'll get there, and then we'll talk about what might make a more comfortable neck for you in your playing style a bit, because it is different. It's everybody doesn't like the same neck, but there's one that has sort of become like the universal.
One neck to rule them all.
Well, at least that rules them all right now. And it started off as the 60s Oval C on the Fender Stratocaster.
Yes.
And that became what we know as the modern C, which is a sort of basically like a very, not small, but like not big. It's like Goldilocks.
Smallish, just right.
Smallish C neck. That's what I tell my wife every night. I'm like,
right.
It's just good enough, honey.
It's not too big.
It's the best you've ever seen in a few days. Tolerate me, please, a little bit longer. But no, it's that Fender sort of nailed it in the early '60s, because they start off with massive necks.
They do,
which we love too. And then they go into the V necks, which we love as well.
I do actually. Really
and then they went in. They sort of figured out this formula in the early '60s. In the late '50s, it started sort of humming down to it, like 59s, and then that's it. By '64, it's like bam.
There it is.
'64. That's bam. It's over. The neck is done. But then, of course, Fender can't leave well enough alone. It sort of becomes this weird, like U-type thing again, like a flat pancake U,
whatever. Yeah.
Like in the late '60s when CBS is like, let's do this.
Less a fan of those.
Yeah,
personally.
I mean, they're okay. They're not my jam.
But they're not.
Yeah, but then it came back to it, and that sort of now a lot of people go, no. I like a '59 Les Paul neck. Like, we get you, bro. We're right there with you. Like that's our jam as well. Like I love it. But the most universally popular has become that, and even when you go into the shredder guitars, it's a shrunk down version of that.
Pretty much.
So let's get into why you might want a different neck, though.
An Ibanez Wizard.
But yeah, why would you want an Ibanez neck?
I mean, I would not, but if one did, they're fast.
Yes.
You can move your fingers quickly.
And that's for the players that prep with that sort of more classical style,
right.
Thumb on the back, and you're not doing thumb reach around. As it was processing in my head the words, I was like, yep, gonna
hard on, reach around.
I was like, stop, I'm gonna say it.
Just right.
Doo-doo. Just large enough. It's I don't know, man. I guess I'm lonely.
You're lonely.
I feel like Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
I'm so lonely.
You look a little like Justin Bieber.
God, I love Justin Bieber. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. That is like, if you're dissing on Justin Bieber, I don't like him because that song. What was the song you got famous for as a kid?
Oh, I don't know.
Baby, yeah, baby.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't. That song was like forever ago. Get over yourself. He makes good pop music. If you like pop music, it's really good.
He has a killer band.
Peaches. I mean, give him a peaches down in Georgia. He gets his weed in California. It's hilarious. It's a great.
Why would you not? Yeah.
It's the lyrics to the song. It's just a chorus over and over. It's wonderful. Great team. Anyway,
it's in my head now.
It's gonna be in your head. We're gonna be playing it later. That and Bo Diddley is crazy.
I hope so. Just back and forth. Just those two.
When Bo Diddley does that, it reminds me of the Gungan leader in Phantom Menace. And George's like, Mr. George, I make this.
Imagine him playing a Bo Diddley.
Bo Diddley is crazy.
That's a really good Gungan.
Thank you.
Impression.
Derek's so happy with that right now.
You never know. You just never know.
That's going to be a famous moment of this video. Back to necks. So why would you play a different shaped neck besides a fast one like that? You might play a big fat neck. Why?
Because they're the best. They're comfortable. There's something nice about the way your hands filled up. I also think there's some tone.
That's a part of it too.
Where you get all that vibration and it's just fat and awesome. And
more wood is often better.
Yes.
And
more wood.
What's wrong
I can't
today?
say
what
it.
is wrong?
I was gonna string something together, but I'm
Louise.
I'm gonna keep it PG-13.
Just shut up. No, it's but also comfort-wise, I used to always want the smallest C I could find. That because I was like, that's gonna be more comfortable. That was my misunderstanding of how a comfortable neck was.
Well, I think that when I was learning to play guitar, And I was like, because there was a point where I thought I wanted an Ibanez, like a shreddery guitar. But I had never felt anything except the neck on my Squire Strat, so I didn't know. But the guitar world told me that was faster and better in every way. So
that's
what I wanted.
Back when people read Guitar World magazine, like the magazine,
because there was no, you couldn't just get on the old interwebs and
and then like when I first played my first big like Tele U neck, I was like, ew.
What is going on?
Like, this is like, I would never buy. It'd be cool to have this as that one-off guitar. Like when I played, like rarely. That's what I remember thinking that, because the first one I played, I think, was at Will Cut Guitars in Kentucky, in their sort of secret custom shop lab behind the gas station.
Yeah. Ooh.
Just I remember having to tip that guy like in the bathroom. And then later I found out he didn't work there. He just hung out in the bathroom. Anyway, it's a side story.
You just put his hand on your shoulder.
Yeah, he's like, I just want to make sure you get this done all right. He pop up like, yeah, you seem like you're getting it done all right. And I was like,
you're like, oh,
welcome to Will Cuts, I guess. It was a weird moment for me. But
it's just like Tootsie's. It's just like the bathroom.
It was just the bathrooms at Tootsie's were special. $9 Bud Lights. That's all I remember. But no, it's like. But then now, like I'm like, oh my gosh, like this was a long time ago. They're amazing. Like a big neck is really comfortable, and sometimes that's like there's a gold top behind me with a big old like 1957 neck on it.
That's awesome.
Awesome. It's awesome. It plays great. It feels great. It's fun. It's fun, and it's fun. On top of that.
I remember going with one of my best friends as a kid. His name was Walt. We went to he was buying a Taylor guitar. This was when Taylor guitars were like magical. You never saw them. You just heard that they were like amazing. We went to McFadden Music, which is no longer there. And I remember he's looking at the Taylors, the guy showing him the Taylors. And I played a 52, like the Butterscotch Blonde, I think like the American Vintage reissue. Still not not a huge neck, but it was bigger than anything I'd ever played, and I just remember thinking, wow, this is great. This feels different, and I like it.
Well, that's what I was talking with Derek earlier, because we were both talking about the Eric Clapton model with the sort of the V neck.
V thing going on.
But like I remember playing that for the first time, being like, this is massive. I played one the other day, like literally yesterday. I was like, this is small.
This is not massive.
It's not massive compared to what, but it's not small. It's just we've gotten used to these big necks too. Right. And
I think that was a trend for a while, right? Like big old chunky U-shaped necks on Gibsons and Fenders.
But that was the only guitar that had a different neck carve back in the day. If you think about it, with Fender's line, unless you were lucky enough to get your hands on some weird custom shop, which most of us didn't know existed.
Yeah, I literally did not know that for years of playing guitar. I was like,
I didn't either until I stumbled into one. I was like, what is this? Why is this so much better?
Right.
It's a lot more expensive. Why is this the greatest thing I've ever touched? And then I learned more. Thank you, guitar. Custom shop place. Jerks. Cost me a lot of money.
I can remember the first custom shop I ever saw.
What was yours?
A guy was playing this Telecaster. I was young. I was probably 21 maybe. And I thought I knew all the Fender line, because I would drool over the catalogs and, you'd look at Musician's Friend and I was like, it's not a color, the Fender. And it wasn't relic or anything, it was just, and then I remember getting sort of behind the stage and seeing this little V thing. And I'm like, it's not a real Fender? What is going on? And then after some research, I realized, oh my God,
there's this whole
new world
thing.
A
whole new
I must have one. Yeah.
It's wonderful.
This is a different world than the PVs and classic 30s I grew up with,
I still have my classic 30. It's in the closet.
The PV rage.
It's in the closet. It comes out every once in a while. I was like, hello. I'm like, go back in there. Yeah. I'm here. No. Go back. It's not your time yet.
Squires and PVs.
Later in the year. You get a whole month of partying with me. Yeah. No, it's I love the 1056V.
I like that too.
That's one of my favorite neck carves. And I didn't know that existed. It's one of those sort of niche ones made in October of 1956. And they've just sort of released it, and it was just made for that 1 month, and then it's become the sort of famous V-neck that just feels great.
It does feel great.
It feels great. It's and there's so many carves, so it really is, obviously whatever's most comfortable to you. But the thing is, like, be open to things that you don't think you would like.
That's right.
And don't just like I'm buying the guitar just for the neck and think you got that locked down. It's not. You might end up loving that neck that you didn't know you love.
Both custom shops I own are not the necks I would have picked if I was planning it out on paper. I just played them, and I love them. And there was something about it's like the sum of the parts. It's the whole It's not just the neck.
It's like the
just
partner
pickups.
you end up with a lot of times.
Right.
Is like if you write down your ideal thing, like I guarantee that is not your partner.
Probably not.
Unless they're Kate Beckinsale, then you've hit the jackpot and you're good. But it's gonna be like a
full
Kate
circle,
thing.
bringing it around. Yeah.
It's like days ago.
Underworld. Yeah.
We talked about that. Yeah, because that's been on my head. You know.
Yeah.
I just finished the third one. That was great. Anyway, sorry, but no, it's I'm just thinking of this. She always looks so good in the outfits. And Mila Jovovich, another great zombie killer. You know.
Imagine if they teamed up.
And then you mix Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley in there. Game over.
They could just be like the underworld Avengers.
And I marry a Kentucky girl that likes donuts. And like,
I mean, who doesn't like donuts?
Likes donuts and likes to bet on horses. This is what I got.
All good times.
But she's really pretty.
Cheers.
So it's okay.
It's true.
It's worth the donut consumption and the.
She's finally got shoes now.
She's
boots.
100%. Oh, she did buy boots when we were in Nashville. That's right.
That's right.
She bought herself. She hasn't worn them yet since she's been home. I don't think it's because she's pretty much barefoot.
That's what I'm saying.
All Kentucky girls are, and she's like she's at the beach or something now, so she's barefoot. I
Definitely
guarantee.
barefoot right now, yeah.
We wish she was wearing the boots and nothing else. God, what a sight to be seen.
I mean, yeah.
In the Myrtle Beach jail.
I feel like that's happened at Myrtle Beach.
Did they give you clothes when you go to? If any of you have been to jail in Myrtle Beach and you're naked, do they give you clothes when they throw you in the
They give you like a jumpsuit thing.
I mean, not like jail, like prison, but like if you're just like locked up for like a night.
I think they would give you something.
Because most likely it's because you're drinking or smoking something and you've done something stupid in Myrtle Beach. And
I feel like they would.
Yeah.
Maybe something.
I hope so. I mean, anyway, that's thought. So like, let us know like your neck journey, because I've really had a neck journey.
I feel like I have as well.
I started off like I want all small necks, then I went through things like I wanted bigger necks. Now I've just realized I just like almost every neck.
I have landed to where I like almost every neck, except if I can't do
flat pancakes.
super tiny flat, right? But anything above that, I can be happy with.
Yeah, because almost enjoy the journey. It's fun. It's exciting. It's like, and don't say no to a guitar just because like, well, this is not the neck spec I want.
It's true.
You might not know what you want sometimes. And same.
I do feel like at this point the radius matters more to me than the shape on the back.
What's the radius?
Ooh, another video. Put in the think tank.
Let us know your thoughts and like your concerns, your queries, your journey, all the fun stuff you've had. Find the right neck for you.
Hit like and subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell so you don't miss videos in the future. We'll see you next time. Thanks as always for hanging out with us.
Casino Guitars signing out.